What'd you do? Disappear? Dom. Dom.
Hi.
Hi. Let's wait a little to see if anyone even logs on. Right now we have nobody. Right? Maybe I should log on and at least it'll be like
10 minutes, and then you start. Like when you start.
Oh, because it takes a little while?
Yeah, because they'll get the notification.
Gotcha.
So you give people like 10 minutes.
All right, I heard you. The first one.
Well, I'm gonna drink for 10 minutes then.
Is that you, Nick, with the little eye? Are you the one who's on?
No.
Oh, we have a viewer. We have one viewer.
Where?
When you're viewing, say hi in the comments so we know that you're there. Can they hear us? I guess. Hopefully they can hear.
How do you know if they hear you?
Well, I guess if they respond to my talking.
That doesn't mean it's
speaker's
working.
on. It does. The light means it's on.
The microphone's working.
Why is there? Oh, thank you. Who is that? Oh, it's Brenda. Hi, Brenda. Brenda said hi, Miss Goodzak.
Hi, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
You can hear us?
Brenda, you have to come visit. The backyard is ready and the pool is set. So you have to come visit me. All right, we're just going to wait to see. Oh, 4 people now. If you're visiting or watching, say hi in the comments. Oh, it's Antoni. Tony's on. Hi, Antoni. Look, we're international. Canada's on.
Oh, God.
International. Let's see. Oh my God.
It's really good.
Is it good? All right, this is a good camera then. Oh, all right then.
Oh, boy.
Oh my God, I look fat. Clearly,
Oh, crap, it is.
this adds a lot of weight. I'm really much thinner than what was. Oh, Mia's watching too. Andrea's on. She's probably watching on her phone because she should be on her way over soon, maybe. Okay. Hi. Let's see, we're up to 7 people. We'll wait like 2 or 3 more minutes. If you are cooking along with us, get all your ingredients ready. You know what? Oh my gosh, this is going to be NC-17. Is that what it is? Because I may accidentally say a bad word to my husband if he turns into a schmuck. What are you doing? Oh, there's more people. Oh, Canada. Yep, that's right, representing Canada. Andrea said she is on her way over. So it'll be very loud very soon. So those of you who enjoy this quiet time right now, it's going to end when Hunter and Gracie get here. So let's see, we have a few more people.
Oh no, there goes my duck.
Okay.
Your duck flew out of the pool? Oh my God, he's on his ear.
Tell me in,
Austin, scroll up a
tell me in
little
15
more.
minutes we'll start.
15? That's a long time.
Well, 10 minutes then.
We said we'll wait for a few
Everybody
more
everybody get a
minutes.
cocktail.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, everyone get a cocktail.
Actually,
Like-
not a tour.
Like
Grab it
this.
and put it next to the house.
You know
Tell me
what?
when you're drinking.
You're loud.
Tell me make it.
Oh, we
Go
made,
from there.
we had a guest judge, not a judge, a guest speaker. Oh, hi Jilly, how are you? We had a guest make us raspberry mojitos. So
Now you got it.
if the show gets more entertaining as we
Would you
go
guys like to
along-
come over? Say hello to
Wanna say
everybody.
hello?
Come on over. Dina, Nick. Nick is the
Dom-
first responder.
Dominic just doesn't want to be on the spotlight all by himself.
Yes, I don't like to be all by myself.
Hi,
Hi, this is
Dina.
Dina.
Made the mojitos.
Cheers.
So, when
Come
we
on,
have
Nick. Come on over.
guest appearances, there'll be a flavored drink of the day. This is a raspberry mojito. What did you put in the raspberry mojito?
Sugar, Bacardi rum,
Cheers, everyone.
raspberry,
Nick is the
mint,
first responder.
and club soda.
Cheers to them.
So
Thank
if
you
you
very
want to
much,
make
Nick,
it
for everything
raspberry
you do.
mojitos, goes very well. Today we're going to be making the artichoke Francaise. And oh, hi Jilly. Jilly said I look amazing. It's the screen. I
look.
put a filter
No, it's
on the lens to make me look younger. I didn't realize I had to make one to make me look thinner as well. Apparently just younger. Who's drunk? The mojito maker. So today we're going to be making artichoke Francaise and chicken cordon bleu. And then I also made bleu. That's right. Hi, Meredith. You get drunk while, yes, we're getting drunk while we're cooking. That's right.
That's
Because
how the food comes out good.
we were prepping sober and Dominic yelled at me a lot. So I figured the best way.
It's only the start of what's gonna come.
Yeah, he was very rude to me. I should have actually videotaped it. Hi, Ashley. I should have videotaped
Hey,
it.
Ashley.
And Robin's on.
Hey, Robin, how are you?
I should have videotaped the prepping silently so everyone knows, because everyone thinks Dominic is so sweet.
I am a
and
sweet
kind.
person.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
And that
Thank you,
I'm-
honey.
And that I'm the nasty one.
We know that.
However, I'm just the same all the time, and Dominic fakes kindness around everybody else and makes me look like.
You know my mother's watching this too.
It's okay. She knows who you are. She knows. Don't worry. We know my Dominic is an angel. It's okay. So, okay. Ooh, we're up to 19 people. All right.
I hope
For
everybody's
those of
cooking
you
with us,
who just came.
or not
we
just
have-
watching us.
Are we going to take turns? 'Cause-
Good.
All right. Those of you who just joined us, we have raspberry mojitos that Dina, our friend, made for the afternoon cooking. It's raspberry, Bacardi rum, mint, sugar, and club soda.
I'm having a Corona.
And
Thank you.
because he already had one. And then, so we're gonna have these. So today again, we're gonna be making artichoke francaise and chicken cordon bleu. And there's roasted potatoes with fresh rosemary. I didn't put that on the menu, but I just made that as our starch today. It's just fresh rosemary, olive oil, a little bit of Parmesan, shredded Parmesan cheese, grated Parmesan cheese, some onion powder, salt and pepper, and just tossed it all together, and I'm roasting it in the oven. Or mashed potatoes would be excellent with this because the sauce is so good. Oh, hi Melissa. Oh, good. It's her favorite. It's so good. Somebody put a muzzle on the dog. Shh. Who's here? Is somebody here? Let the dog go free outside. Okay. Robin's watching and drinking. It's okay. You don't
There
have
you
to
go.
cook. You can save this video and watch it later and make. And perhaps Robin will be a guest appearance one
There
week.
you go. Yeah,
Because
we'll
she has
have
a lot
Peter
of
and
really
Robin
great-
over.
A lot of great recipes, so maybe Robin will want to come and watch or show. Okay, let's see. Anyone else? Hi, Melissa. Thanks for watching. Okay, so you want to get ready to make some stuff?
Sure, why
Okay,
not?
We're going to start now. What we did is we prepped some of the items beforehand, and we're going to show you today. I'm not going to talk how to make it because once the cooking starts, boy, it's all you. We're going to show you how to do it, and then you'll see how Dominic gets rude and demanding when he's the one in charge in the kitchen. When it's me, yeah, I have to be pushed aside. So we apologize for any rudeness on Dominic's part before this video begins. I'm going to take my drink now and put it over here.
All right. First, we're going to take some artichoke hearts. And we're going to cut them right in half.
Okay, so these artichoke hearts, we bought the cans, we brought the cento, and the reason I bought the cento is because they were on sale. So we bought the cento whole artichoke hearts. Why shouldn't we buy the quartered ones, Dom?
I like the way these come out better. These are a larger size. And the quarter one, they just get lost in the sauce.
What are you doing?
I'm going to put a little flour on them. And then I'm putting them in an egg wash. The egg wash, all it has is fresh eggs, a little parsley, grated cheese, salt, and pepper. And that's it. And we're just going to get these in here. Then, while this is doing, I'm going to take my saute pan and get it hot with a little bit of oil. With, I don't know if you're going to hit me with it or you're going to cook with it.
I was debating, but I'm showing them the pan.
All right. So you're going to put that on the stove, put it on, put some oil in it so we can get these cooked
What kind
up.
of oil?
You're going to use a corn oil.
Okay. And again, we got Mazola because it was on sale. Sometimes I buy Wesson if it's on sale. How much oil?
Just enough to coat the bottom.
Just to coat the bottom?
Good. Good.
We don't have enough cameras to show you the oven and the area here.
All right.
So we'll just have to explain to you what's going on at the oven part. Oh my God, we're up to 26 people. I hope nobody's recording this. Hey Brian, how are you?
Heads up.
Ashley, what the heck? What do you mean, what the heck? Hey, Cheryl. Austin, scroll up, see if I missed anything.
All right, I'm just mixing these up a little bit to get them well coated with the egg. And as the pan heats up, I'm gonna cook them off.
Yes, and Ashley, you can come too and be a guest cook. Yes. All right, so here, this is how it's gonna look. They're all tossed in with the flour and the eggs. You wanna make sure that it's all coated so that you don't have any clumps of flour.
And you want them well coated for the simple fact when you put them in
Was
the
I
oil.
supposed to turn
Leave it
this
on.
on?
Yes, turn it on. That might help. And when they get coated nice and they cook in the oil, they have a nice texture to them. They get a
Medium?
nice color to them and everything.
Medium?
No, large.
Large?
All the way. Come on.
Large.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you
we're
talk
waiting
about
for, I don't know what I'm talking about. So what are we gonna do? We're waiting for that to heat
Yeah,
up?
we're heating this up. All right. While that's heating up, Shanti, can you give me the chicken, please?
Oh, the two.
For the chicken cordon bleu. What I'm doing is going to prep the chicken now. We just got chicken from the store, and I like using gloves when I do chicken or pork or anything like that for reasons of germs and stuff like that. It's easier to just throw this out than sit here and wash my hands every 5 seconds.
And what's nice is if you have long nails and you're a girl, when the nail salons finally open back up, you could put your gloves on and then nothing will get under your nails.
All right, so you can just take it like this, hold it down with your hand, flat, with your knife, and just go along the whole entire.
Hey, Stacy. Hi, Mary. No, Robin, we're not making Oysters Rockefeller today. We can do that
We
another
could do that
time.
another day, Robin.
We can do Oysters Rockefeller another time. Yes, and I'm sure that's the one where Robin and Pete will want to be live studio audience members. Because that's
Alright.
Pete's favorite.
So we started out with a breast like this. All right, nice, thick and everything. And we ended up with breasts like this. All right, and after I'm
Before
going to do
kids
this,
and
I'm going to
after
pound them
kids.
out a little bit. I'm going to pound them out a little bit. All right. I might hit my wife with them out, but all right.
Do you
All
need
right.
the plastic?
For the second one, too, I'm doing the same thing.
You want the plastic?
3 pieces. I like them thinner because they pound out and they don't take as long to cook. All right.
Hi, Laura. Hi, Stephanie. Oh, the setup? Thank you.
All right, Shanti, what you're going to do is you're
What?
going to cover this with plastic.
Okay.
And explain to him why I'm covering it with plastic.
We're covering it in plastic so that when he pound... I know why. You don't have to tell me in my ear. We're covering this with plastic so that when he bangs it with the mallet, the chicken juice, like the chicken doesn't splatter all over the
Make sure
place.
you get all over.
Okay, apparently you have to get it all over so that all the areas where the chicken can escape can... Your brother says pound the chicken thing. Okay, Dom, your brother
What?
said pound the chicken thin.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you, Peter. Peter, he will. I can't wait till Pete's
Mallet.
in the kitchen with you. That'll be awesome.
See, I can't do this, but I can do it here.
That's really what that is.
So we're going to just pound it nice and thin.
Really?
And when I'm done with these pieces here, I'm going to take the other pieces and do the exact same thing to them. As my assistant is sitting here next to me,
What am I doing?
she's going to take these off here, and we're going to do exactly the same thing there.
Should I use my... Where do you want me to put them?
Put them right on a plate. That's fine.
Put them back
Now,
on the same
while
plate?
she's doing that, I'm going to be over here doing the artichoke francaise.
Okay, hold on, because I'm going to...
Now, my pan is nice and hot, and for you to check it, you don't want to do this all the time, just get a little water. You hear a nice splattering, you're ready to go. You want it to be hot. You don't want to put it in cold oil. It will stick on you. All right, so now we're just going to throw them in here, nice and easy.
Can you give me a straw? And just stick it in
Now,
there?
I will bring these over to you in a second to show you what they look like. I don't know if you can hear them crackling or anything. All right.
It doesn't matter if you put them in face down or back in first.
It doesn't matter because I'm going to be turning them over a couple
About
times.
how long should they cook them until they flip
On
them
each
over?
side, you just want to get them light brown. You don't want to get them too dark because when you put them in the sauce will pick up that color.
So
You don't want
about-
that color.
About what, a minute or two?
You go about 2 minutes on each side.
All right, about 2 minutes on each side. On medium heat, you lowered the
Yes.
heat? Okay, so he lowered the heat and it's on medium heat. Okay, let me see who else is on here. Austin.
Whoever just joined us now, hello. We're doing artichoke francaise and chicken cordon bleu today.
Oh, hi, Dawn. Dawn's on here too. Hi, Dawn. I hope the move went well. She's moving her daughter out of school. These are really big. So, what we also did before while Dominic is doing the artichokes is we got all the rest of our ingredients prepped so that when we go to cook, it's a lot easier for you to have it ready to go. So you don't have to go around and get your ingredients along the way. So if you notice here, we have everything already portioned out. So, what, honey?
Bang them out.
Oh, I didn't know I was supposed to bang these out.
Yes.
So everything is all ready to go. Oh, I can't wrap the plastic now.
I will
My
do
hands
that
are
for you.
shaking.
That's why we have assistant.
Yeah, that's
That's
what
why
I
we help
normally
each
have
other.
when I cook dinner is an assistant. Normally it doesn't happen.
Excuse me.
Okay. So,
There you
all
go.
right, I'll pound these out. It's okay, I'm sure he'll
Like my brother said, thick.
tell me they're not thin enough.
Harder. Hit a little harder, please.
Hold up.
Should
I don't know
use
if everybody
this
can see that. Boy, it smells good though.
Oh, that
And you
was-
see that color? You just want that light color there, not too dark, and just turn them over. And once they all get uniform color, we're gonna pull them out.
Can you see them on there?
Yeah.
Oh, it's delayed. Dom, is that good?
That's beautiful,
Okay.
Chantel. All right.
Okay.
All right, what you gonna do next? What are you doing?
I'm just drinking the
All right, take these, put them on top of them.
Hi, Vivi. Vivi's on. Hi, Yvonne.
All right.
Vivi, come visit and we'll make this for you.
All right. You know what? We'll leave this here. We'll do them in here.
Okay.
Remember how we did them before? Roll them
Yes.
with the ham and everything?
Mhm.
All right.
Do you want me to lay them out?
Yeah, lay them out.
Okay, so now we're actually, while the artichoke is cooking, we pounded out the chicken for the cordon bleu. So if you're doing that, you can put your cordon bleu out on the counter and I'll wait if anyone is doing it.
Now, what we did earlier is we took our ham and our Swiss cheese and we put them together. So when it comes time to do them, we just got to put them together on top of each piece of chicken and then roll.
So in the chicken, where's your seasoning? You had it out here before.
Yes, right here. That the first.
So this is, I know, this is salt and pepper. Like he acts like I didn't see him make 30 breasts before. I didn't remember he did. Salt and pepper. So Dominic actually made a salt and pepper mixture so that it's ready ahead of time. You are so loud. So it's ready ahead of time. So we put the salt and pepper and then we had some chopped fresh parsley. So what we did is we diced the parsley very fine and then we put it in a towel or cloth and we squeezed out all the moisture so that you have parsley that's very light and fluffy. So you can either use it for garnish, for as you're adding it to your chicken. You can put it into sauces and it won't be mushy. But the main key is to make sure after you wash it to squeeze it and drain it.
So now what I'm doing over here is I took the artichokes out. I just put a little bit of oil in the pan. And what I'm going to do is I chop some sweet onion and I'm going to saute. The reason why I use sweet onion over shallots, I like the flavor.
So also Vidalia onions, if you're not
Yes.
sweet onions, Vidalia onions.
All right. And I'm only going to put in maybe
them-
2
Show them
tablespoons.
what it looks like.
All right. We're just going to put 2 tablespoons in there. And we just want to get the flavor.
Because
What I want to do is get a translucent color to them. And we want to extract as much flavor as we can out of that. Then after we cook that a little bit, we're going to hit it with a little white wine. Now again, on the white wine, you can use any kind of white wine. But the white wine you use for cooking is the white wine you want to drink. You don't want to use something that you're not going to drink. You want the flavor of it. You like the way it tastes and everything, and that's what you want to use. You don't want to just pick something up at a store that you're not going to drink as a regular cup. And so right now we're just sauteing the onions. I have my white wine ready here. All right. And we're just going to
Hi,
saute
Melanie.
it. But now while we're doing that over here, Shani's going to finish making these and show you how to finish them. Go ahead,
Okay,
Shani.
so I added the salt and pepper mixture and the fresh parsley. And then what we did was I just went to the deli counter and I got deli style ham. So I like the maple glazed ham because when it cooks, it's got a nice sweeter flavor. So if you like a certain type of ham, I suggest you get one. The more flavorful, the better. Sometimes the boiled ham doesn't have as much flavor. So we're just going to lay it out in the chicken.
Now, while Shani's doing that, a lot of Italians, they like to use prosciutto and Gruyere cheese. A little bit more saltier and a little bit more spice to the Gruyere cheese. Go ahead, finish. Thank you.
And for the commercial in between. So this is just domestic Swiss. If you like stronger Swiss, you can get any Swiss, but I normally Gruyere. If you like Gruyere, you can get Gruyere. I just got domestic Swiss because that's what everyone in my house typically likes. So I'm just going to lay it out the length of the breast. Right, Dominic?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, while Shani's doing it, I'm going to show you. I sauteed my onions, get a nice color to them, and pull as much of that flavor out of there. Now I'm just going to deglaze it with a little bit of white wine.
Now, it looks like we're cooking very quickly, like this stuff is ready. Yeah, it took us 2 hours to
For
get
prep.
all this stuff chopped and ready to go. We actually made ahead some of the other things. So if you're going to do this, the prepping stage and having everything ready and your chicken pounded out, that's a really good thing to do ahead of time. But it will take you at least an hour or so to do. Oh my God.
Now,
that's
if we're
loud.
going too fast for a lot of you that haven't done this before, just let us know. We'll slow down, we'll catch up.
All right, so Dominic is just cooking the onions in there.
Onions with a little bit of the white wine. Now I'm
And-
going to add a little salt and pepper
So we'll
because
finish
I don't
that.
know about anybody else's food, but my food doesn't come already prepared with salt and pepper on it.
Yeah, he likes a lot of salt and pepper, just so you know. And apparently it's a known fact that as men get older, they lose taste buds, so they like it saltier, so it's true.
Are you going to finish this or are you going to talk?
No, I'm letting you do that because then it's too much back and forth. I know for me, I couldn't do back and forth. So I'm letting you finish that.
All right.
So right now, and show them what to get ready.
Right
so
now,
if they're
I
making
just
the
added the
sauce.
white wine. Now I'm going to let it reduce to about maybe about a third of what I put in. I put about 2 cups in there. I
2
want to
cups?
reduce it because I want to get the flavor. I want to get a little of that alcohol content out of the white wine.
What does it mean to reduce?
From if you had 2 cups of liquid, you want to reduce it down to a third. Let it evaporate out. Let
Why?
it condense the flavor
Why?
because you want the flavor.
Oh, okay.
Because if you just add something in right now, you're not gonna get that flavor. If you bring it down and reduce it, you pick up the flavor.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna add a little chicken stock to it. The reason why I use chicken stock with the artichokes, it's got a nice flavor. It's mellow. It doesn't give you any strong flavors. You want to taste the flavor of the artichoke itself.
But then it still doesn't make it watery, right?
No, it
makes-
doesn't. Because I'm gonna show you how to thicken it up to give you a nice body to the artichokes. All right, there I put about 1.5 cups of the chicken stock.
So about 1.5 cups?
Yes. Now I'm going to let that reduce a little bit so it picks up the flavor of the chicken and everything.
How will I know it's done reducing?
When you add first you add it in, it's not going to obviously going to be boiling. So you want to reduce it. Let it boil for a few minutes and let
Okay.
it reduce a little bit.
Okay.
And you see the amount of liquid you have.
Hi, Joy.
Now, Shanti, you can continue doing this here.
What kind of white wine are you using? We had said to use any kind of white wine that you typically like, a Chablis, a Chardonnay.
That you like drinking.
Yeah, so something you like the flavor of because the sauce is going to have that flavor. So make sure that, oh, Kevin likes your shorts. Don't be jealous, Kevin, because we know how you dress. So the white wine should be a flavor that you typically like, okay? If you want, Kevin, I'll get you a pair. So when you come visit, you and Dominic can be matchy. Matchy, matchy.
All right, so right now I'm just reducing it.
And
So
will take about 5 minutes to reduce?
it's gonna take at least that 5 minutes.
Okay, so then we'll go back to the chicken because Dominic is finishing on the sauce, and you can do this while you're cooking. While that is getting ready, you're gonna finish prepping your chicken. So remember, I did the salt and pepper and parsley, and I put on the Swiss and the ham. So I'm gonna finish the last breast over here with the ham and Swiss on top of it. Because then we're gonna have to prepare them to cook. And I'm gonna roll these, right?
Yes, you're gonna roll them.
Okay.
Now a lot of times after I roll them, I like to put them in a freezer. Let them get a little firm, so it's easier to bread them. Not all the way firm, so the water when they do evaporate and everything, they come out and the water makes them too thin.
Yeah.
So you want to get them firm enough to where you can bread them.
So you want your chicken breast firm.
Yeah.
Okay. Just
Put them on here.
okay. So our breasts will not be very firm today, but you just have to make sure that you keep them together so they don't fall apart before you're ready to use them. It's the worst thing if your breasts fall apart. You're ready to use them. Okay. All right. Let's see.
And who was on Mojito?
Sauvignon Blanc. Is Sauvignon Blanc too
Thank you.
fruity? Oh, Kevin. Yes, you're going to get the shorts. Joy wants to know, is Sauvignon Blanc too fruity?
No, that's okay, Kev. If you like,
No,
you like
it's Joy.
Joy, if you like the flavor of Sauvignon Blanc, you could use it. It's not a problem.
We actually
You want
just,
to cook with any wine that you want to cook with. You want to be able to drink it. It's not something you just pick up at the store and just say, "Okay, I'm gonna try this red wine." No, it's a flavor that you like.
yeah, we actually just used what was in the house because we don't really drink white wine. So we used a neutral flavor, but any Chardonnay and Chablis, if you don't drink wine, use that in the house. From breasts firm, what is the cooking or? Excuse me, Kevin. This is a family show, so we will answer some of your questions later on.
Now, beforehand, Shanti and I squeezed some lemons out so we would have them done in advance. But I do have some here also. All we did was squeeze them out and we kept the pits out.
So here's a little tip too. If you have lemons that you're noticing are a little more dry, if you put them in the microwave and zap them for about 30 seconds, they get juicy so that you get more juice out of your lemon. So if you notice when you cut your lemon, a lot of times too when you're going to the store, it's not the size of the lemon, it's the weight. You want to get a heavier lemon because those have more juice in them. So
Now,
don't just go for the big lemons.
My liquid has reduced, so what I'm going to do is going to add the artichokes back into the liquid. Because I want now the artichokes to pick up the flavor of my reduced white wine and my chicken broth. Thank you, sir.
So how
Oh,
long
you're
are you
welcome,
gonna?
sir.
How long will you cook them in there?
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some lemon juice, and then I'm going to add a thickening agent, which is called a beurre marnier. Now beurre marnier, all it is fresh butter with a little bit of flour kneaded into it. So you could add it into it, and it will thicken up sauce. It's not meant to thicken up sauces that are like a gallon's worth, but if you're adding something that's maybe a 2-3 cups worth of liquid, this will thicken it up no problem.
How much should I add to 2-3 cups of liquid?
Well, if you have 1 stick of butter, you're going to add probably about 2 cups of flour to that.
That was a half cup of flour you had me add.
Well, you're going to have to add more.
You told me just to add a half cup. Do I need to put it in another bowl?
No, you could do it in that. You're just kneading it together.
But should I add more flour?
No, just knead that together.
So how much should they add?
If they're doing one,
If you're doing 1 stick of butter, you start off with 1 cup of flour, and as you get thicker, you want to add a little more flour to it.
So should I add more flour?
No, you knead that together.
With my hand?
Yes, over your feet.
I'm just. Do you see? I had 3 hours of prep time with this. Okay. All right, so I'm just making a.
You're just kneading it
doing
together.
like this. Okay.
You want it to look like Play-Doh when
So
you're done.
I'm not cooking right now. Wanted to. Oh. Yeah. So we will post this after onto Facebook so that if you wanted to make this ahead of time, in our Facebook post, I have the list of ingredients. So if you wanted to know that for the shopping list what you would get, you can go on and get that as well.
Hold up.
And then you can watch. So now we're up to a cup of flour in with this stick of butter. And should the butter be room temperature, Dominic?
Yeah, you want the butter to be room temperature. Then you want to put it back in the refrigerator just to thicken it up and get the butter hard again. Because when you add it to it, you want it to go slow. You don't want to add it and be melted.
So I'm gonna add a little bit of it at a time till the sauce gets to however thick I want it to be?
Yes. You want to mix that all together.
I am.
All right. Incorporate all that flour
I'm
into
trying
it.
to. This is the smallest hole in the world. It's so small. Why can't you give me a big bowl? It's really hard to. I would use a bigger bowl when you're using this, but it's a very small bowl. Dominic always uses a smaller bowl. I think he thinks it's easier to wash a whole bunch of small things than the bigger thing. Oh
All
my
right.
gosh. I think I should have just used a fork.
All right.
I would use a fork when you're doing this, because you're going to lose half of it on your hands. And a
All right.
bigger bowl. A fork and a bigger bowl. Okay,
All
so
right.
this is, are we adding
We
are-
look like putty right now.
no, are we adding this just to the francaise sauce?
Yes, this is going to be added to the French
For the
sauce to
artichoke?
thicken it up.
Okay. So right now, because we have the
See,
lemon juice.
it looks like putty right now. Okay, we're going to put it in the refrigerator just to harden up a minute.
Would it go faster in the freezer?
No.
Is this okay? Okay,
All right, you got to finish. You got one more piece of chicken you got to finish?
I do?
And then we'll prep. Yeah, you got one more piece here.
Oh, you didn't have me pound out 4 pieces. Oh, yeah, you did. Okay. All right.
All right, as the sauce for the artichokes are reducing, you might want to add a little more chicken broth to it just to bring the flavor up. And the more they cook together, the more the flavors will come together. Okay?
Okay. Oh, I didn't put parsley. All right, so I'm going to roll up my last piece of chicken. So this way, these are ready for us to bread and prep before we fry them on the stove.
Okay.
So when the artichoke is ready, then we can start cooking the chicken. What's up?
Can't they put toothpicks?
You can't. You're not gonna. You don't need to put toothpicks in this. And that's a good question because in some recipes, But with this, if you have it and when you roll it, the chicken will hold its shape because especially if you're pounding it out thin, you can definitely roll it. It'll hold its shape. Plus, then you're gonna dip it in the flour and egg and breadcrumbs.
You're going to put the open side down the bottom.
Yeah, you'll put the open side on the bottom.
Let
So
that cook
let's
first.
see. Even ratios of both from my understanding. Yeah, so I had one, but it depends too. So what are you talking about? I think Tony's talking about the beurre meunier. She's saying even ratios.
The even ratios, yes, you could do even ratios. It's not a problem. What you want to do is you want to have a putty consistency.
It's
So when
not
you-
an exact.
No, it's not an exact science on the amount. You want a consistency of putty. So when you add it, it breaks down nice and slow, and it will thicken up your sauce. Now we put it in the refrigerator for a couple minutes. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to add it to the broth that we have
Hi, Mrs.
made
C. How are
from
you?
with the artichokes.
Okay, so right now the artichokes have just been cooking in the sauce,
All right.
so that
what
this
I'm
way
gonna
the
do-
flavor goes through the whole artichoke. What are you doing now?
I'm just going to take a little of the beurre meunier that we made before. I'm just going to whip a little bit of it into it.
Jeez.
And you're going to do it. You're going to see how thick you like it. Now, I like my sauce a little bit on the thinner side. I don't like it to have a thick sauce. So what I'm going to do is start with about a tablespoon's worth of beurre meunier, and then I'm going to add it to it. And I'll go from there.
So you'll just keep whisking it in until you like how thick
Until
it
I
is?
like how thick it gets.
Okay, so if you want it creamier, you're going to add more. If you like it thinner and looser, not as a heavier sauce, then you'll just add less. But when you put it in, wait a minute or two for it to cook in so you can see how the sauce starts to change before you keep adding.
It's going to take a couple minutes before you can add any more because the flour, you got to remember, the flour you add has got to cook. So when you add your beurre marnier, the flour's got to cook out before you get the exact flavor that you want.
Yeah, or else it ends up, you can taste the flour in it if it's not cooked out, and you're not going to have that creamy. It'll be more of a gritty sauce. You always want to make sure you cook out your sauce.
If you see this right here, it's starting to get thicker as we're going with the beurre marnier. I'm going to let it cook a little bit longer before I add any more to it.
It smells so good. So also with the lemon, you can add more or less lemon depending on how lemony you like it. Dominic likes it where I make a face when I eat it, and I like it a little less lemony. I know Austin does too. So the lemon is going to be preference depending on how strong of a lemon flavor you like. It's always a really good idea too to make sure you're using fresh lemons. I know that the bottled lemons are convenient, but the fresh lemons give you a pop of flavor more than the bottle.
All right. Now, while that's cooking, Chanti's going to prepare the eggs for the breading of the chicken cordon bleu.
So
Now, all she did is she took 5 eggs and broke them, cracked them, and put them in a bowl right now. So what we're going to do is get a little bit of parsley. Now, all we're doing is building flavor right now. All right. Now, what I did here is made a little salt and pepper mixture. I added more pepper than salt because I like the flavor more pepper than salt. So then that's what I got there. And then I'm going to add a little grated cheese to it.
we put grated cheese in everything. Like, I love grated cheese.
I
when I'm
use-
marinating anything, I always add grated cheese.
All right, a little grated cheese in there.
Hey guys!
Now, if you can see this here, the smell-o-vision's amazing right now. All right, if we had one of them, you could tell.
Ask the studio audience, how's it smell?
Delicious. Very good.
If you want a little bit thicker, you could add a little more beurre marnier at this point, and then let that cook. Right now, I'm gonna go a little bit more beurre marnier. I want a little bit more thicker, and the reason why I want a little thicker, I want it to coat my artichokes.
So the sauce stays more on, it doesn't just fall off. So now I did the egg mixture. It's fluffy, you see a lot of bubbles in it. So it's got the parsley, the cheese, the salt and pepper, and this is what I'm going to use as part of my flour or my coating for my chicken. Hello. Hello.
Well, all I did at this point is I add a little bit more beurre marnier, and I add a little bit more chicken stock. And the reason why I add a little more chicken stock, because I want it to cook down into the beurre marnier, into the flour.
Oh, Dominic, Pete wants to know, we talked about this at the beginning, can I put prosciutto instead of ham?
Yes.
Ham is gross.
A lot of times.
Okay, Peter, if ham is gross to you, yes, you can use prosciutto. You can use a different flavor of cheese if there's a different flavor that you like in cheese. Absolutely.
A lot of times Italians will do prosciutto and Grand Marnier.
Or people who think ham is gross.
Gruyere cheese. But you can add any kind of cheese you want. You can add some provolone to it if you want. You can add prosciutto, ham, anything that has a nice flavor to it when it cooks up. Any questions?
All right, Pete, Dominic, salami. Oh.
I wouldn't add salami to it.
Oh, that was your brother who wanted to know if you could put prosciutto. I forgot. Pete hates ham. This is true. Yes, you can use prosciutto. I don't know if I'd put salami or pepperoni in it. That's a whole different recipe.
I wouldn't put salami
Your
in,
brother
but
wants to put
pepperoni,
gabagool.
why not try it?
You know what, Pete?
Food is all about trying things.
Pete wants to put gabagool. Yes, you can put whatever meat.
Gabagool?
You can put whatever meat you want into your chicken. It is your breast to do with however you like.
The thing about chicken is it picks up the flavor of whatever you put on it or in it.
So yes, you are good to go. Okay? Let's see.
So right now, if everybody sees, we add a little bit more beurre marnier,
So
a little
now-
bit more of the chicken stock, and the thickness of it is where I want it to be. Because now it's coated everything. Now if you take a back of a spoon, it's called a nappe. You want to hold that? Thank you. And you see how it coats the back of the spoon? So that's what I want to do with the artichokes. So at this point, my assistant is going to help me with something. She's going to taste it, and she's going to tell me what more she likes.
Oh.
And it is very hot.
It's good. No more lemon.
All right. Did you get the lemon face there, honey?
No,
No? Oh, then I got to add more.
it's good.
All right. Now we're going to do is we're going to bread the chicken.
Also, too, just so for those of you, when you're watching, when you're doing your sauce, you'll know it'll start to thicken. It'll be less translucent, and your sauce will actually look creamier. So when you first start to add the beurre Meunier, your sauce is clearer, and as you add it, it will actually get creamier looking.
Now, are we going too fast for some people? Because I know some people are trying to cook along with us. If we are, please let us know.
Oh my God. Between your brother and your nephew, I don't know who wants what kind of meat in their food. One's saying it's their brother, then it's my nephew. Both of you are weird and can put whatever meat you want in your food.
Again, chicken will pick up any flavor that you put on it or in it. All right.
I need
Now,
gloves.
all we're doing right now is flouring the chicken. Again, the flour has salt and pepper. My flour does not come seasoned, so I have to add a little salt and pepper.
Microphone right here.
All right, so now I just added a little bit of flour on it, and we put in the egg mixture. And the egg mixture has a little salt, pepper, parsley, and grated cheese. Now, Chanti is going to take them, and she's going to put them into breadcrumbs.
Well, I'm going to make sure that in the egg wash that I get all the surface of the egg wash so that my breadcrumb sticks to all of it. And then when I put them in, I'm going to make sure it's all totally covered. You don't want any part of your chicken that doesn't have breadcrumbs. Now in this breadcrumbs, it's seasoned breadcrumbs. They're fresh parsley. And then I used the Romano Parmesan. It's like a shredded Parmesan. Get that out of the fridge, the cheese I put in here.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's in there to the right. It's behind the milk, Dominic. It's
Behind
behind
the
the
milk.
carrots. Dumb. Move the level in front of you. Top shelf. Top shelf. Behind the carrots.
All right. So you got to move things when you work in the refrigerator. Because if you don't move things, you don't find anything.
Yeah, and you're really good at moving things. Okay, so this is the cheese that I put in with the breading. It's the Italian 3 cheese blend. I put that in. Dom, where do you want me to put the chicken breasts?
We'll
On
put them
here?
right on here. Hold on, let me change this aluminum foil. And then we'll put them on here and then we'll cook them.
Okay, so this is how you want it. You want the chicken totally covered. And then you want to make sure that when you're storing it, what's wrong? The foil?
Yeah, you have that?
I don't know.
It's over here. The
That,
assistants helped us at this one.
that when you're storing it, you're putting it where, so you don't have to put in the toothpick. You're going to put the breast where the opening is down. Can Dom hear okay? No. No, Mrs. C. He cannot
Well, who was
hear.
that?
That's Miss Clement. That's Lisa's mom.
Oh.
You have to be polite now. No, he can't.
I'm drinking though. I don't have to hear.
He has husband ears on right now.
It's
So
called selective hearing.
that's for 25 years. That's why we're both still standing. Okay, so here is the next piece of chicken. Again, I'm putting them with the opening down, making sure that they're very coated from the egg wash. And then even on the sides, you want to make sure you're getting the sides. And then you're really going to make sure you're covering all the areas when you're rolling in the chicken and on the ends too. Because then this is going to be fried and then we're going to bake it in the oven. So you really want to make sure that coating is on the whole chicken. And since you flavored the breading very nice with the cheese and the seasoning, it's going to give a lot of flavor to your chicken. Like Dominic said, chicken doesn't have much flavor. It picks up the flavor of whatever you dip in it or what you cover it with. So you really want to make sure that you're covering all the parts of the chicken. You're not allowed to the next taping. You're so loud and obnoxious. I just have to
All right. What I'm doing right now,
It's my
as
son.
soon as Shanti is done with that, is I'm going to take a clove of garlic. And all I'm doing is peeling it right now. And I'm going to smash it down with the side of my knife. And all I'm doing is releasing the oils in it. And I'm throwing it in the pot I'm going to cook the chicken in.
You mean the pan? We're gonna put the oil in that?
Yes.
All right. So are they you put the garlic in before the oil?
Yeah, I'm putting the oil and the garlic together.
Okay.
What I want the oil to do and the garlic, I want to infuse the flavor. I want to infuse the garlic flavor into my oil. So when I cook the chicken, it picks up a little of that flavor. All right, we do have 2 dogs in the house too. So if you hear them, I apologize. All right. All right, so all I'm going to do now, put about a good cup and a half of oil in my pan, bring it up to medium heat, and I'm going to let it get nice and hot. And then again, I'm going to add my chicken to it. Get nice color to all of them, all sides of the chicken.
All right. So right now you have the oil in the pan
Yes.
and the garlic in the pan.
Yes.
When do you know to add the chicken?
I want to get a little color out of the garlic.
So the garlic
All
is
right,
going to be
so,
like a
yeah,
light.
it's on medium right now. I'm going to get some color out of the garlic. It will start releasing the oils into the oil.
Okay. About how long will that take? 2-3 minutes?
It's going to take about 3 minutes.
Okay. Miss C loves garlic. I do too. All you have to do is cook garlic and onion in a house, and it feels like the whole house smells like it's the best food ever.
Okay, so right now we're just waiting for that to go. The artichokes are done.
So, like Dominic said, what you can do is if you want to prep the chicken ahead of time too, you can prep it, put on a pan, put it in the refrigerator for a while. So if you're getting something else done and you're having people over and you don't want to worry about throwing this together last minute, you can prep it, dip it in the breading, and then put it in the refrigerator so that when you're ready to cook it, you're also ready to go. Or do you want to show them? So what we did earlier was you can also take the chicken and then fry it in the pan like what Dominic's going to do next, and then put it to the side. Make your sauce, get everything ready, and then when you're ready to serve it hot, then what?
You're going to bake your chicken.
Bake your chicken in the
And
oven.
it's already prepared. All you got to do is cook it to the temperature you want, which is going to be 160 degrees.
And just so you know,
If you have a thermometer.
That's how restaurants do it. They don't cook it all right there, ready for you. They prep it, they cook it part of the way, and then when you order it, so it doesn't take 45 minutes to cook one, then they finish cooking it off. So this is, something that you can do. It's
Now, while we're doing this,
Hi,
if
Victor.
anybody have any suggestions for our next videotaping, just
Um,
put it out there.
Yeah, I know a lot of you had requested Lebanese food, so
Well, we have a special guest for that.
yeah, since my mother is the expert, and if we did it, we'd get a lot of advice. When we do Arabic food, she'll be here. So that's going to be one to tune in for if any of you know my mother.
And then we're going to do different things. We're going to do pizza on the grill. We're going to do different barbecues.
Oh, this is someone who didn't want to do today's show. Now you're doing a
But
series.
everything changes.
Oh, everything changes.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are. We are
Apparently,
having
you
a
will
lot
have
of
to
fun.
make a drink every time when we do this. If anyone has
Any suggestions of what they want us to do?
Oh, Ashley wants. This is the Ashley good, Zach. That's right. Chanti, your drink is empty. Yes. Yes, it is. Ashley, yes, Uncle Dominic will make your
What?
sweet salmon. Ashley salmon.
Oh, the
her special
salmon.
salmon that Uncle
The
Dominic
pecan
always.
crusted salmon.
Yes. Yes, Ashley, Uncle Dominic will make it, and we will dedicate the episode to you. since
We will
that's
bring
your
you
special-
over as a special guest, and we will prepare for you.
Actually, and then Ashley will be happy because she can participate.
Ashley and Steve will come over for dinner that night.
So yes, and don't tell my mother we had a studio audience today because she'll get mad she wasn't here. But
Ashley's watching.
I wasn't sure if we could take
Okay.
all the advice today on our.
Now,
first
as you can see, the garlic is now picked up some color there. All right, if somebody can see, if you can see that, you can smell the garlic in the room. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to add my chicken to this, and I'm going to lower the temperature down of the oil because all I want to do is now get color to my chicken. I don't want to cook the garlic anymore because then it'll pick up a burnt flavor.
Pick one.
So right now Dominic is putting the chicken in the pan, but he's putting it with the part that's slit down. So you want the roll part to be down, so as it cooks, it seals it. So when you flip it over, it won't open up.
All right, right now what I'm doing is my oil picked up all the flavor of the garlic. So what I'm gonna do is take the big pieces of garlic out so it doesn't get that burnt flavor. All right, so now we're gonna do is we're gonna cook our chicken in our pan.
So how long are we gonna cook it on each side before we
I
flip it?
would like to cook it because I'm gonna put it in the oven. I'm gonna cook it about 2 minutes on each side to 3 minutes, just to get nice color to it. And then I'm gonna put it back on my pan. I changed the aluminum foil. I'm gonna put it back on my pan with aluminum foil. I'm gonna put it back in the oven. After I put it in the oven, it's gonna take about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to finish cooking all the way through. Now, if you do have a thermometer, which every kitchen should have, so you can check the doneness of all your chicken, your poultry, your beef and everything. And I do have one here. I do have two types of thermometers. I have a digital thermometer,
For me, because it tells you the number.
and it's simple, it's quick and simple. Or you have the old one, which is the old style, which you put it in, it takes 10 minutes for you to get your temperature. So if you want,
Just so you know, these are not expensive. If you see them for a lot of money, don't waste your money. I got this off Amazon for like $10. So you don't need to spend them. The main thing is though, and this is what I recommend, is you want to make sure this is long so that if you're cooking a roast or a chicken, it can go in deeper, because if you have a roast or something thick, you actually want to get the temperature in the center and not on the sides. So,
now also, if you look at the two thicknesses of these thermometers, one is thin and one is thicker. You want the thinner one. You don't want the thick one because you're going to be probing your meat, your chicken, your pork, whatever you're doing. All right? Now, Nick, we're not getting like that now. So you want the thinner one and longer to get a better temperature and doesn't have too many holes in the meat, because it will lose the water and your juices.
yeah, it'll drain out.
All right.
Plus, like if you're doing the chicken cordon bleu, you don't want the cheese and the sauce in the middle to ooze out of the
I'm out of
big holes.
I'm out of cocktail.
Excuse me, Dina. Here, let me add your ice.
Now, right now, what I'm doing is
Here,
browning the
bring
chicken
Bring the
on
chicken
all
over.
four sides.
Bring it over so you can see.
I will bring it over to you. I will show everybody. Right now, I already did the one side. If you can see, I can see, but I'm not sure how
Tilt
good
it. Yeah,
everybody
no,
else
you
did.
can go. You're good.
So, I did the other side. Now, what I'm going to do is going to turn it a little bit over, because I want to get a uniform color, and then all four of them will be nice.
So he's
colorful.
sort of doing it on the side a little bit so that you don't have that line along the side that's not cooked, because you want the coating all the way around to have that nice crunch to it, because if you don't cook an area, it may get soft. So make sure all the way around your chicken is evenly cooked, and that the
Thank you, Dina,
golden-
very much.
the golden brown color is on the whole chicken, so you get that crunch from the coating outside.
All right. Now,
Ashley-
as soon as I finish getting
You know
nice
what?
color to
Kevin
all
is
sides of the chicken,
cranky.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out and put it on the pan, and then we're going to make the sauce for it. What's Kevin say?
Oh, Mrs. C said, can you use toothpicks to keep the chicken closed? Austin asked that before. You actually,
Yes, you can do that if you want to. If you're a little bit skeptical if the chicken's going to open up on you, but I haven't had a problem with it. As long as you do the open side down first, because the chicken's going to cook there, and it won't open up on you.
The main thing and I learned this the hard way, is that if you're using toothpicks to close chicken, know how many you put in the chicken, and make sure you remove them before you serve them. Because if you lose count and you serve them with the toothpick in, sometimes it doesn't work out so
All right.
well. Yeah.
No. If everybody can see, on all four sides,
Tilt it.
I move them around, get nice color to all four sides. And now I'm going to take them out, put them on a pan, and space them so they all cook evenly.
Oh, I never checked my potatoes.
I checked it. So now, with the flavor still in the oil from the garlic, from the chicken, and the breadcrumbs, I'm going to add my onions. Where are the onions?
Here, onions.
Onions. And all we did was
Show them how you
slice
cut
them down. we took one onion, cut them directly in half, slice them down, and all I'm gonna do is saute them in with the oil. Now, at this point, you could add mushrooms to it if you like mushrooms. I like mushrooms, but for this episode, we're not gonna do
We
mushrooms.
did mushroom-free zone because we know sometimes not everyone loves mushrooms. I know 2 of my friends on right now hate mushrooms. So we did a mushroom-free episode. Mrs. C said, good idea about the toothpicks. Yeah, Miss C, I learned that the hard way because I forgot how many were in, and when you cut into it, if you don't remove it, it doesn't turn out so well. So make sure you remove those toothpicks. All right, so then,
So right now, all we're doing is saute the onions.
and then what should they get ready for the onions? No, come on in. It's okay. What do you want, a knife? What kind of
Hey,
knife?
this is my sister-in-law, Andrea. Andrea, say hello to everybody.
Hello.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. So at this point, we're gonna just saute the onions
So what
until
else?
we get a little translucent color to them.
What are we gonna add next?
After that, we're gonna add a little white wine, and again, we're gonna reduce that. Again, to pick up the flavor of the white wine and pick up the onion flavor in the white wine itself.
And then what?
Then at that point, we're gonna add some heavy cream. Let it reduce by a third.
How much heavy cream are they gonna need if they're getting their stuff ready?
All right, we made 4 pieces. You could add a pint of heavy cream because you're going to add a little bit of chicken stock and you're going to add a little bit of brown sauce to it. Now, the brown sauce, you can make your own, but I'll be honest with you, go to the store and just buy a jar.
We bought a jar.
It's easier. It's simpler. So, I'm going to let that cook. All right. And if you notice, a lot of episode today has been with alcohol. Wine on that, wine
Well,
over here.
but
Because
just
we're a
to
wine
s-
family.
Well, just to say though, when you cook with wine, the alcohol cooks off. So
So again,
Right?
now I'm adding yes. Yeah.
yeah.
But
so
it doesn't all
cooks off.
cook off, just so you know it.
So if you have some children and I'm not gonna say this. You want them-
So, I'm cooking the onions. I'm going to add a little white wine.
I was gonna say, I don't want to do this first one.
I'm going to increase the heat,
Drinking
and I'm going to let that
blueberry
reduce.
juice. Yeah, yeah. So, like you said, and the thing is too, I know some of you were asking about the wine. You don't have to have expensive wine. Inexpensive wine is totally fine.
Paul Masson Chablis works just as good as any other white wine.
What's
So-
Parmesan Chablis?
Paul Masson's is a brand name. Chablis is the grapes.
Was it like a cheap
It's a
wine?
white wine. It's a cheap white wine, but it's very good.
Okay. So yeah,
Most
but you're-
restaurants use that.
Oh, okay. So they use. Because I guess
Shanti,
you're.
is your potatoes done?
Yeah. So take them out.
You need a bigger kitchen, Shanti.
Just take.
You want to show everybody?
Well, I can't. You have my hot pad. All right. Let me just use one of these. Dominic never uses. So you know, chefs never use hot plates. They use towels and their hands for everything. That's why they. So what I did is I just made roasted potatoes. I just took fresh rosemary in a bowl. I diced up russet potatoes. I took fresh rosemary, a little bit of. You done?
Yeah, go
A
ahead.
little bit of Parmesan cheese.
Hey, Kev, how you doing, buddy?
Parmesan cheese, olive oil, salt, pepper, a little onion powder, and I just tossed it together and roasted them in the oven. And it's nice because we're having 2 dishes that have a sauce.
Hey, Uncle Saeed. Say hello.
Hi! Because you have 2 sauces on 2 different dishes, you could either make mashed potatoes, which is my favorite, they go with everything, or the roasted potatoes are good because they don't have a sauce and they'll go well with the appetizer and the dinner. So today we are doing the roasted potatoes. And I love the fresh rosemary. I know they have dried rosemary, but I don't feel that you get the flavor out of it. So I just got a bunch of fresh rosemary and tossed it together.
Now, I'm going to add a little salt and pepper.
Hi, Megan. Oh,
I'm
there's
adding a little salt and pepper to the white wine and onions.
Tommy. I thought you were going to come over and do a taste test. We'll have to do next time the audience. Toto, Tommy Toto.
Oh.
He said last time he and your brother were going to come over, and I said I was going to have to muzzle them.
What are we doing with this?
What is what? We'll
Gotta
do
get
something
the-
with it after. We'll just Milanese it and throw it in the pan.
Uh,
Oh, here's a good tip. So sometimes, like we did, I bought ham and cheese. So Dominic decided he was hungry and used some of the ham, so we didn't have enough to cook. So with the leftover chicken, what you can do is you can make chicken Milanese. So you have the flour, the egg, and this. Instead of rolling it, you just leave it flat, and then cook it right in when you're done, and you'll have chicken Milanese. Or hide the ham and Swiss from your husband or kids so that they don't eat it before you're ready to cook. So,
All right. So now we did the white wine, salt, pepper, and onion. I'm gonna add a little chicken stock to it. Again, I'm pulling the flavor out of the onions, and I'm reducing the liquid, the chicken, and everything. So after this point, I'm gonna add cream.
hold on. Mrs. C, I use the temperature. I normally do my potatoes on 400 because I want it to get a little bit of a crunch to it where the inside is still soft so it doesn't get too starchy. So with these roasted potatoes, I cooked them at 400 for about 40 minutes.
Yeah.
About 40 minutes. Yep. And you need to make sure when you're cooking roasted potatoes, I actually cooked them in 2 pans because if you pile them up too high, you won't get that roast on the outside. It'll just be more mushy. So make sure that your potatoes aren't piled up too high so that you get that goldeny color on the outside.
Now all I'm doing right now is I have the chicken in the oven. I'm cooking it right now, and then I'll let it rest and put it on the side so the cheese inside doesn't just keep on coming out. Because once you cut it, that cheese is running out.
It's running
So I'm
out.
going to lower my temperature down to 350.
So now you're going to put the chicken in the oven?
Yeah, I have the chicken in the oven.
Okay. Did they know you put it in the oven?
Before, I might not have said it, but I did.
Okay, so he put the chicken in the oven. So here is what I just did with the chicken that was left over. So we're just going to make Milanese. So that this way,
We
it
use
doesn't go
all
to
the
waste.
chicken.
And you can never go wrong with chicken cutlets. I mean, who doesn't like a chicken cutlet? If you like meat, you like chicken cutlets.
You got a chicken sandwich.
You can. Chicken
Since
salad.
I can't have the ham and Swiss, I have the chicken.
Well, there's none left. You ate it all. I had not enough slices left. That's just why we have chicken Milanese right now.
Well, he does it very good, Dina. Thank you very much.
So, any questions anyone has? God, I need to get my...
Kevin, you have no questions?
No, he just has comments. He doesn't have questions normally. It's just comments. So I just bought the ShopRite Heavy Cream. Again, if you know my trend, I buy what's on sale. So, and plus Heavy Cream, there's not a lot of brands. I had a hard time even finding it, and it's really expensive. So this was the ShopRite Heavy Cream. Why
Right
did
now, I'm reducing the liquid.
Okay.
And then I'm going to add the cream.
Are you going to add the beurre Meunier to that?
That there? No, I'm not going to add any beurre Meunier to that.
So how are we going to... So what's in the pan now?
That's going to be reduced down. And adding the brown sauce. The brown sauce has got a little thickness
So
to it.
what's in the pan right now?
In the pan, all it is the white wine, the onions, and the chicken stock.
Okay, white wine,
That's it.
onions, chicken stock, and the garlic you put in there to start.
That was before when I did the chicken. And then I removed the garlic.
Okay.
And then I'll add the cream.
Okay.
And I'm going to reduce the cream down. Then I'm going to add the brown sauce.
Okay, so
And
right
that's
now...
going to thicken your sauce.
So about how long will it simmer like that?
This here is going to probably take about 8 minutes.
Okay. Melanie, what time should I be... You can come now.
Come on,
now,
Al. Come on
because
down.
If you saw the tray
You
of
and Patrick,
food,
come on.
If you saw the tray of food that we made, I think we had 20 chicken cordon bleu. 20. And about... How many do you think is there? 50 artichokes? Yeah. So come on. House is open.
All right. Heads up, Sean.
Supper anytime. Whoever wants to come is welcome. And Tony, come on down.
All right. Now, again, we're getting our thermometer out.
So hold them. See how pretty.
Did you listen?
Listen how pretty.
All right.
There.
So, if you notice, some of the cheese is starting to come out. So I want to check it, see where we're at right now. If I have to put it in or I let it rest. So, what I like to do is check it a couple different times. Probe it a couple different times. To just make sure the temperature is cooking evenly around the chicken. All right. So we got it like 140, 142 degrees. So we're gonna put it back in.
Oh, that one's high.
Yeah, this one's a little higher.
Because that's a smaller breast.
But now, if you notice, I pulled it out a little bit, and where's it at? It's down to 140.
All right. Well.
So let me show you that.
Why is it? Because it hit the cheese? Is that why
No,
it was so hot?
no. If you go down farther, what I like doing is going down to the farthest point and start pulling the thermometer out. and it will give you a true feeling of exactly where the chicken's at. I mean, if you go down all the way and you say, oh, it's 160, and let it sit out, you're not going to be cooked. But if you go all the way down and you bring it out a little bit, your temperature is obviously going to go down. So here I got about another 4 or 5 minutes, and that's it.
So you should always probe your breast.
Always probe the breast. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that.
Because also too, the part that's closest to the pan a lot of times will be hottest.
And I'm turning them over too, so they coat in the oils. Thank you, Nick. I appreciate that. And now here we reduced enough. Now what I'm going to do is going to add cream to it.
Hi, Nakia. Oh, there's no delivery today. We've been drinking mojitos. We can't drive now. But you're
All right.
welcome to come.
So what I did is I added the cream to the white wine, chicken stock, and the onion mixture. And I'm going to let that reduce.
Did you add that whole container?
I added a whole pint.
Why are you yelling?
I like to yell. I'm very loud and vocal. So what I'm going to do is now I added the cream to it. I'm going to let it reduce by a third. And at that point, I'm going to add a little bit of the brown sauce to get it to the color and consistency that I want. And taste the flavor. See if I have to add a little more salt and pepper.
So what color and consistency do you want?
It's hard to say exactly what it is. It's not brown because the cream is going to make it. It's going to be a beige looking.
So an attractive beige
If you want to
sauce.
say call it a sand color.
All right, let's sand is maybe better than beige for sauce, right?
Sure, call it
Okay.
sand color.
Okay. I have to. Oh my God, this.
What are
thing
you
makes me
doing in
look
front of the
huge.
TV?
No, it just makes me look huge.
All right, what are they saying there?
Who?
On the thing.
Oh, Miss. Oh my God, it's one of my old students.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Ezra. How are you? You are my favorite. This is true. Oh my God, I shouldn't drink in front of my old students. It's
Go ahead. You're old enough.
Well,
Does
they're old
everybody
enough
know it
now,
was
too.
Shanti's birthday the last couple days? And we're still enjoying
the last
her.
couple days
We're still enjoying her birthday to this day.
to this day.
Yes.
Yes, we are. To this very day.
Today is June what? 5th? 7th?
The computer
Eight.
says no. The computer says 7.
7th. So it was 3 days ago.
Do you know what that date is?
June 4th.
Okay.
Now, you want me to tell you the number?
No,
No, I didn't think so.
it's all right.
What's the number, Dominic?
The number is not a big deal.
It's not. It's only a number.
Did he hold up fingers behind me?
No,
Oh.
I wouldn't do that. You know me better than that, huh?
That's why I asked if you held up fingers behind me.
I'll let everybody in a little
All I
secret.
know is I'm younger than him by a lot. By this many.
A lot of people are younger than me.
By this
But
many.
I'll let you know a little secret today. I really didn't want to do this today.
Thank you, Mrs. C.
But you want to know something? My wife encouraged me to do it, and you know what? I had a lot of fun doing it.
Because people should see how talented you are.
It's not talent. It's fun.
It
That's
is
what
fun.
food is about.
That's
That's
right.
what family is about, and that's what friends is about.
This is right.
Yes.
You are right. Yes.
That was my daughter Miranda in the background.
Your dad said I'm 39. I love you, Victor. Yeah. Yes, Victor. I'm 39.
Okay, Victor, you really want me to tell you the age?
No. Why? It's fine. Go ahead. It doesn't matter. I'm not ashamed of my age.
I'm not ashamed of your age either. So at this point, we're letting the cream reduce. I'm going to add a little parsley. Now, parsley's going to give me color, and it's going to give me flavor. All right? So, and that's all I'm going to do.
39, Chanti. Mrs. C said I'm 39 too.
And what I'm going to do,
Good
I'm
job.
going to add
Vicky.
1 piece of bay leaf to it. And the reason why you want to add a bay leaf is I like the flavor that bay leaf gives to it. Now, very aromatic, and I'm just going to put 1 piece in there. And before I serve it, you want to remove the bay leaf. You don't want
Why?
to leave the bay leaf in it.
Why?
You can choke on it.
Yes. Dangerous.
Bay leaf is one of those herbs that is a very dangerous because they don't get soft. They stay hard and crunchy, and you can choke on them, so you want
right.
to remove it.
Very important to know how many toothpicks and how many bay leaves you
That's
put
why I only put 1.
in your food.
And you don't want to sit there and break it up and
Stir
everything
it.
because then you have little pieces.
That's right.
Just let it sit there and let it get the flavor. Let it pick up the flavor.
That's right. So these are the other chickens that I had made, and
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cook those little pieces right
okay,
now.
so we're gonna cook them now. You have the little pan?
I have a little pan. We have a little pan. All
You have
right.
a little pan.
And what I'm going to do is just cook them here.
So at this point, the cream, the wine, the chicken stock, right?
Yes.
And the
The only thing I
parsley?
do not have in there is my brown sauce yet.
Okay, so like we said, you can make your own brown sauce, and a lot of people do, which is awesome. We did not. We just bought a jar of brown sauce of a brand that we like that we will add to it because we didn't want to have to make a whole batch since we're just going to use a little bit. So it's fine to add. You know, remember that show Semi-Homemade where you can add some pre-made stuff to homemade items? The brown sauce is a good thing to do
All
since
right.
everything
Again,
else is.
we're going to check these chickens, see exactly where we are. Again. And you're going to, Nick, what are we going to do?
Probe our breasts.
Thank you very much, Nick. We're going to probe our breasts. All right. And we're going to check the temperature. All right. And look at that. We're at 168.
Perfect.
And if I pull it out a little bit, we're at just under 150. So what I'm going to do is put it in for a few more minutes. And then we're going to do again, Nick.
Okay, we got the gist.
There we go.
We got the gist.
I like.
Two more drinks for him. He's good. Okay, so how much longer on that sauce?
I would say another minute. Reduce it, and then we're going to add my brown.
Okay, so how do you know again? So we just want it to look thicker and creamier?
Yeah, you want to reduce the cream.
Okay.
You don't want it to be, you want it to pick up the flavor of cream. So it's got to be reduced.
Okay.
All right, and now I'm cooking the extra 2 pieces of chicken that we had for Milanese.
So this is the gravy that we're using today. It's just, huh?
It's just a regular brown sauce.
What did you just say? Don't say the name. Why? So they're gonna, for commercials? Nobody's watching us. So we just use the Heinz one. because that's what
Everybody's
we had in
watching,
the house.
honey.
Yeah. Yeah. So, well, maybe Heinz will send us 10 free jars. Who knows? Okay.
Now,
So this is we got the large jar just because I had
if you
it in
could
the
see
house.
what I have here, and what I did is reduce the cream down to about half of what I had in the beginning. Because you want to pick up that flavor of the onions, the parsley, the cream.
And
And
if
now
you-
I'm going to add the brown sauce, which I'm going to add about a half a cup.
So if you like a lot of sauce on yours, you're not limited to this amount. You want to keep adjusting the flavor so that it still tastes good for you, but you can make more if you like a lot of sauce, or you may be serving this over pasta or egg noodles. You may want to have extra sauce to toss in with your pasta.
Speaking of pasta, Chanti,
Yes, Dominic.
chicken cordon bleu pasta is very big in restaurants. They make chicken cordon bleu the same way. So all they do is they make the sauce on the side, and they take the pasta, spaghetti, angel hair, and they do is they toss in the sauce, and they put it on a plate, and they put the chicken on top.
There you
Slice
go.
it and put it right on top of the
So you can do that. And in our house a lot, we like egg noodles. So just because, or the no yolk egg noodles because they're a little healthier. So I get those a lot, and you can serve them over that as well.
So again, we're gonna add this to a little part. We're taking the extra 2 pieces of chicken that we had. Again, my pan is hot. Again, we're not adding to a cold pot.
Again,
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 just so everybody knows, we're doing it again.
again. Okay, so we're coming up towards the last step.
Last 2 steps.
Yep.
All right. All right. There we go. We're gonna check the chicken. All right.
Where are we at?
My chicken's at 165.
What is the lowest it should be at for it to be
You're,
safe?
you can cook chicken at 155. Ideal is 160 by standards of the health department. But if you cook chicken to 155, 154 around there, it will carry over to 160 and you're fine.
Because it'll keep cooking for a little
It's
bit
gonna
longer.
cook. It's gonna cook for a few more minutes. So right now we're good on our chicken. All right. So now I'm gonna take it and let it rest for a few minutes. In this spot right here.
Yeah, as you can tell, we have a lot of room. There you go.
Okay.
Okay, so now you're just finishing off.
The sauce here. And
Oh,
now
I see
all I'm
it's
gonna do.
darker now. The sauce looks darker
Yes,
now.
it's gonna have a little dark flavor because I added the brown sauce.
I'm gonna put it on a plate.
Well, right now you want to taste the flavor of the sauce. See if it has the flavor you want. You got to add a little bit more chicken broth if you have to. I need another can of chicken broth.
You want me to get it?
Yeah, in the garage. The flavor is nice. It's picked up the chicken. You taste that bay leaf in the background, and that's what you want. But the only thing I want to do right now, I just want to make it a little bit thinner. All right, so I'm taking my bay leaf out, and as if you can see, it is still whole. It did not break up on me or anything. And all you want to do is pick up a little of that flavor. And now I'm going to add a little bit of chicken stock to it, just to bring it to the thickness that I want it to be.
Why, it was too thick for you?
Yeah, it reduced it enough,
Okay.
and now that's it.
So if it's too thick, just add a little bit of chicken stock. It'll loosen it up. And this way you won't have as heavy a sauce. But you still want to bring it back to a boil because the last thing you want is lukewarm sauce.
All right, now at this point, we're just about done. We're going to home. We're on the home stretch here. Thank you very much, Nick. So what I did is I added a little bit more chicken stock to my artichokes. Chanti, can I have a plate, please?
Big or little?
A big one.
Where do you want it?
Put it right here because we're gonna serve the chicken. Okay. Now I'm heating up my artichokes. We'll use this little one for the artichokes, and we'll use this one for the. If you want to put a little bit
Are
of
you
that,
gonna slice the chicken?
I'm gonna slice the chicken.
Okay.
If you want it, so you can see exactly what the inside looks. You want to take a
Okay.
little potatoes, put a little potato on there. Yes. Thank you. Now, any comments, please feel free to write them, and so we can answer any questions you might have.
You can put the potato in all different sections of the plate.
All right, I don't know if you can see this. The sauce is thick enough to where I like it. And the onions are in there, which I like the onions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit down the bottom.
Why are you putting it on the bottom?
Appearance.
Oh, that's it?
That's all. Because I'll be
I
honest
just
with
thought
you,
so that all
I'll be
parts of
honest
your
with you,
chicken get the sauce.
90% of all people anyway, after they put sauce on the bottom, they put it all over the top too.
Well, that's what I thought. You were putting it on the bottom so the chicken had sauce on the bottom and the top.
All right. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take a piece of chicken.
You need your tongs?
Oh, yes, I do. And they're right here.
Okay.
We're going to take a piece of chicken. We don't need a big piece,
Just
right?
use a little one,
Right
and
here.
we'll have test takers.
Right here.
Tasters?
Tester.
Tasters.
All right. So all we're going to do is we're going to slice it down.
So like Dominic said, if you had pasta, you can put the sauce on the pasta or even toss it with your pasta. If you were serving mashed potatoes, you could serve this and use some of the sauce to add onto the gravy for mashed potatoes.
Okay.
I didn't make any vegetable today.
And a little bit of parsley just for
very-
color.
So you can make
All right.
any.
John, do you want to show them that so they see exactly what that looks like? Now what I'm doing now is I'm going to add a little parsley
So the
to
inside
the
you see the
artichokes.
ham and cheese rolled together.
Miranda, in the garage is a can of chicken corn blues. Bring them in.
Can I have them do test taking over it? Test,
You can do
test
anything you want.
tasting?
That's up. And now I'm just gonna put the artichokes here.
If you would like to be a member of our studio audience, you can go to Shonda. Oh, did you spill?
What'd you spill?
Dressing? What kind of dressing? Oh, the little vinaigrettes.
Oh my god.
All right.
How's it
Now,
Fabulous. Unbelievable.
and Dina and Nick, and how is it?
And we didn't pay them
And we did not
a
pay
lot.
them. We're just making them dinner, but we didn't pay them.
Yeah.
So right here, you can see we have the artichoke franchise.
Brenda said, Brenda, you can come over
The
and have
sauce
some.
and everything, it's not too thick. I don't like it thick. It's got a little bit of liquid form to it. And the artichokes have been cooking this sauce, so it's picked up the flavor.
And this is great if you have fresh bread, like crusty bread to dip in this. Oh, we got to get the bread out of the freezer.
Yeah, right. All right.
So this is, and remember, Dominic took the artichoke hearts. We just got the canned hearts, and then we just took it and cut it in half. So each of these is a half. So these are 2 artichokes right here, but it makes an excellent appetizer. So here for our studio audience. Now there's nobody on camera. We both walked off.
Don't worry about it. I'm coming back. Don't worry about it. I'm here. Yeah, there you are.
Can I eat the next piece?
Yes, yeah, eat it all. That one's for you guys. Absolutely. And then that's the artichoke franchise. So,
Okay.
are we done?
I think we are done, Chantal.
All right. Well, thank you to everybody who watched our first live streaming cooking show. Please, in the comments, you can either DM us and give some requests. If you would like to come and be a part of our studio audience, you are welcome to.
Sure you are.
Yeah, right?
Thank you for coming into our
Yes,
home.
thank you. We appreciate everyone spending time
Everybody
with
be
us
safe
today.
and healthy.
I wish I know, Tony. I wish you could come here and have a bite too. So everybody, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Again, please leave notes, DM us, let us know if there's anything that you would like to see in the future. And we will keep you posted for the next live stream of our cooking show.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
That's amazing.
Was it good?
Did you shut it off? Oh, thank God.
Oh my god, this was so good.